Matt Berry, and I'm here at the World of Whirlpool in downtown Chicago. Today I'm going to show you how to make vegan baked beans. Did you ever think such a thing was possible? Baked beans are a classic American barbecue dish that are typically reserved for the meat-eating masses. But today I'm going to show you this recipe I came up with that is completely meat-free and will allow you to partake of this excellent sweet and savory comfort food. We're going to start by taking 4 cups navy beans. So I started actually with 2 cups dry navy beans. I rinsed them and then I cooked them for about 45 minutes to an hour on the stove, just boiled them in water. Very simple. And then that yielded about 4 cups cooked beans. I always advise buying dried beans. They're good to have around. They're really, really cheap. I think it was 89 cents for a bag of beans. So I'm putting about half of the baked beans in the bottom of this dish. Oops, I just spilled my onions. And then I'm going to add a 4th cup yellow onion. You could also use white onion. I've used red onion in this recipe before. And then we're gonna go ahead and top that off with the remaining 2 cups of cooked navy beans. Okay, so making your own baked bean sauce from scratch is a lot easier than it sounds. What we're gonna start by doing is placing some molasses, a 4th cup in fact, in a little saucepan here. And then the next thing we're gonna do is add a ½ tablespoon vegan Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons apple cider vinegar, and 1 tablespoon liquid smoke. And then a lot of vegan baked bean recipes or vegetarian baked bean recipes call for ketchup. Instead of ketchup, I'm gonna actually use 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste. And then we're gonna add 2 teaspoons sea salt and a 1/4 teaspoon dried and ground mustard. So I'm gonna turn this on. This is now on like medium low. And I'm going to whisk these ingredients together. So now everything is combined, and I'm gonna turn up the heat a tiny bit, and I'm gonna try to get this to come to a little bit of a boil. When I cooked the beans, I reserved about 3/4 cup of the water from cooking the beans, just because it's a little bit more flavorful than regular water. You could also use vegetable stock. That would work as well. So I have a little bit of bubbling going on around the edges of my saucepan now. So I'm gonna slowly add the water, whisking the whole time. So I'm just gonna let this simmer for a few minutes, probably 3 to 5 minutes. Stirring it regularly to prevent burning of the sauce around the edges where it is boiling a little bit. Now, I want to mention something. I'm grabbing this with my hand because it's not hot. The saucepan I'm using, it doesn't conduct heat in the handle. You want to be really careful not to just grab, if you're not familiar with the kitchen you're using, make sure you use caution with that type of thing. So now I'm just going to pour the sauce over the top of the beans. Smooth it out a little bit. Now we're ready to go in the oven. Just give you a peek here at that. Looking lovely. Now we're gonna put this in the oven. Okay, so we're gonna bake our baked beans at 375 for a couple of hours. I'm gonna check them after an hour because I've made them before where they were done in 45 minutes and I've made them before where they took 2.5 hours. So you just wanna keep an eye. I mean, they're probably not gonna burn because the lid's on them, but we don't want them to dry out too much. Okay, so let's get these in the oven. Looking good. Ready to eat. So that was 45 minutes in our convection oven. Well, I hope I was able to show you how easy it is to make vegan baked beans from scratch. Now you can avoid not only buying the canned version in the store, but you can also wow and trick your meat-eating friends at your next barbecue.